I'm here with Kenneth.
Brian Riley.
Jane.
Charity.
So, what do you do to save money with?
For energy?
Yeah.
I try to make sure that all the lights are off when I leave the house and just turning off anything that I'm not using.
Yeah.
And then also I have solar panels on my home, so I try to run any of like the washer, dryer, things like that while it's sunny out, so that it's using the solar directly.
Amazing. How important is electricity in your daily life?
It's really important. I mean, I think that in our home we use it every day, so whether that be just for lights, that would be the main thing that we use it for, but also, yeah, we're really privileged to have a washer dryer. I'd say those are the two main things that we use it for.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's one solution would you recommend to fellow Burlingtonians attempting to reach like net zero?
Yeah, I would highly recommend the use of solar. It's been awesome to have for our home, and in the summer we actually get money back for solar credits, so it's been a really lovely way for us to cut down on how much gas we're using.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
And Charity, what do you do for work?
I work here at the Burlington Electric Department, and I'm one of the customers care representatives that work with the customers in Burlington.
That's amazing. How do you stay cool in the summer?
Well, we live in a beautiful state, and there's a lot of lakes, so I try to go to the beaches often, and also, just go to all the rural towns in Vermont where there is a river. So I spend a lot of time outside, under the shades and under the trees, but also in my house I have a basement, so to be able to save a little bit of electricity, I stay in the basement, which is cooler during the summer months.
Do you have any money saving tips would you give to people?
In terms of saving money for electricity specifically, I know it's hard because winters are really, really harsh here in Burlington. But I mostly tell people to, spend as much time as possible outside, to open your windows, so that way the breeze can come into your house. And also, I know air conditioner is really expensive, but I try to have as many fans as possible instead of using air conditioner. Just because air conditioner can be really expensive. So, and like I said, I do stay in my basement with some fans. So then the need for air conditioner I don't rely 100% on it. So usually that's what I do. I spend a lot of my time outside, and when I go home, I just stay in the basement, and all my bills are very, very low in the summer just because I'm not at home all day long.
Amazing. And lastly, what is your hope for the future of energy production? What do you want to see happen?
Wow, that's a great question.
Take your time.
Yeah. So I know currently we're relying a lot on fossil fuels, which unfortunately is not sustainable.
Yeah.
Then we're seeing a lot of the increase of electrical vehicles, which definitely helps. So I'm hoping to see more of that. I'm hoping to see, people using more electrical vehicles, and I'm hoping to see companies building electrical vehicles that are actually sustainable and that work in the winter without having to, because sometimes in the winters you can see in some states they don't work because it's too cold. But I just really hope to see those vehicles to be more, well built, so people can rely on them more in cold states like Vermont, but in other states as well.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
And have a good rest of your day.
You too.
How do you guys use your electricity to your every daily life, and why is it important?
Well, we try to conserve when we can. Whenever we can cut back on usage, we try to do that. It's
Turning
not
off lights.
cheap, And then we did away with air conditioning and bought a heat pump and had that installed. So that gives us heat and AC.
That's great, and I could see that you guys are also ready to e-bikes, then I believe that's like one of the most enjoyable things that electricity has actually provided for us. And like be outdoors instead of like driving a car, because
Right.
gas prices also
Right.
going up, and electricity is actually saving us money from gas
Right.
because we're riding the electric cars, electric bikes.
Right.
You know that.
And helping us to be healthy.
Yeah, that's right.
Because before we had just some manual bikes, there were times we wouldn't think we'd had the energy to
Step
take
out.
long trips and,
Yeah.
and make it back home. So with the e-bike, we know if we need to, we can use the power. So they've been great. We try to not go too fast, especially on the bike path. It's busy there, and some folks get a little too quick with their electric bikes.
Yeah, that's right. And what are some can you guys think of any tips that you guys or advice you can give to people actually like kind of using their energy a little bit recklessly and kind of using more than they need to?
Probably just not having to have the air conditioning extremely high. You don't need to be freezing in your house.
For you to be comfortable.
Yeah, just to keep it comfortable. And drying clothes, that's another way to save, using hangers rather than clothes dryers,
Yeah.
hanging them. I don't know what else, honey. Cooking.
Yeah. We do what we can to reduce our energy usage.
All right.
So.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Welcome.
You guys have a good one.
And I wanted to ask you, how important is electricity in your daily life?
Oh boy. Well, I use the cell phone all the time, and this thing is powered by electricity.
Yeah.
So it's pretty important, I would say. Although I have lived off grid before, and I have lived at a property that did not have any electric to it, and no solar, and so it was the sun only. And you can do that, and it is manageable, and you can find sources of electricity to plug in things like your cell phone in public spaces. But electricity is pretty important.
Yeah. What do you do to save money with the electricity?
Saving money with my electricity,
Yeah.
or
Just in general with
or
an
so I can
energy.
pay for electricity. What do I do?
Yeah.
Gosh, that is a great question. Well,
Yeah.
I definitely shut lights off
Yeah.
when I'm not using them. And if I'm not in a room, I probably won't keep the lights on because I may be coming back to the room later. I won't do that.
Yeah.
But I just think that I'm not a heavy electric user. Like, I don't watch television. I don't have a television at home. I don't use a microwave. I don't have a microwave at home. So I think it's like not having certain items that people will use electricity for a lot.
Okay. And for our final question, what's one solution would you recommend to fellow Burlingtonians who are attempting to reach net zero? I don't know.
I would suggest that if they can afford to, that they look towards getting rid of their gas vehicles and move towards electric. I did that 2.5 to 3 years ago when I bought a hybrid that partially runs on electric and can recharge when it's running on its gas. It can recharge its electric, so when it's on the road I can charge it or I can plug it in. I know they're expensive. I started that way because it was more affordable, less expensive to buy a dual gas electric than to go fully electric. Also, at the time I bought it, electric cars still couldn't go the hundreds of miles I need in one charge. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for
Okay.
your
Hey,
time.
Burlington.
Yeah. You have a good day.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Nice to meet you. And we're here with.
Brian Riley.
And Brian, what do you do for work?
I support the residents of Burlington, all things related to energy efficiency, what we call strategic electrification or beneficial electrification. So that's using electricity in place of a fossil fuel in some instances. I support residents with high bill complaints.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
yeah.
how do you stay cool in the summer?
Yeah, I mean, in my home, I have windows that I can open, and what I try to do is what's called thermal flushing or night flushing.
Yeah.
So you have windows high and you have windows low, so the warm air is going to rise.
Yeah.
And if you have the windows low, the cool air will come in. So if you're strategic about which windows you open and close when, you can cool your house down naturally, passively at night. You can also use fans to assist, and then I also have an air conditioner which we used a few times last summer.
That's amazing. So, what is your hope for the future of energy production, and what do you want to see?
Oh man, that's a great question. Yeah, I mean, I'd love for us, like, our focus in my department has been energy efficiency, right? But if we can like zoom out on like how we're using energy, where that energy is coming from, what's the embodied energy? We talk about embodied carbon. It's going to really shift how, like, the material that we use, and sort of our approach to decarbonization, to making energy more affordable for folks. So my hope would be sort of like zooming out a bit and understanding like the big picture.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Cool. Thank you guys. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.